Today on Talis Plays, we're playing Shadows of Doubt, Detective Noir game. The name of tonight's case is The Dead of Night. I was looking for a snack in my kitchen when all of a sudden my phone began to ring. I decided to answer it, thinking it might be my bookie, asking for the money that I'd lost on some Little League baseball game bets that went bad. I asked if anybody was there. All I could hear was the heavy breathing on the other line. It sounded like me after walking up 3 flights of stairs. I noticed someone had slipped a note on my door, so I took a gander. It said, "Find Noah Asfor." I had no idea who this could be, but usually in this town, if you don't know what something is, it's generally the start to trouble. Decided to check the city directory, see if I could get an address on this Noah Asfor. Surely enough, there it was, the first page. 101 Jung Projects. Thought it would be pertinent to go check things out. So I grabbed my detective stuff, and I headed over to Jung Projects. I arrived quickly at the front door, but nobody was answering. Checked under the floor mat. Surely enough, there was a spare key left. So I availed myself the key and decided to pop on inside and see what was going on. There was a movie on the television, one of my old favorites, but I had no time for leisurely television watching
For
tonight.
Christ's sake, Gil, there's a dead woman downtown with a dozen slugs in her back because she had the bad luck to get into a cab.
I killed the TV, but then I noticed somebody else had been killed as well. Upon a quick inspection of the cadaver, I realized that this was, in fact, Noah Asfor herself. The entry wound was from a 9mm or 932 bullet, and it seemed as if somebody had shot her square in the back. The time of death looked to be somewhere between 11:30 and 12:45 in the morning, that very night. Looking around, I found a work rota. Not much info. Simply the times that the deceased would normally be at work. I checked her wallet and found a spare key to the apartment, as well as a little bit of cash that I decided to snatch to add to my per diem. Crumpled paper was a receipt with a note on it that said "Call me" in the initial A. This could be my first suspect. I checked Noah's address book. Found only one person with the name A as the first initial. I made a note, attached it to my board for future reference. Could Arnis be one of my suspects? I would have to check a few other leads before going to Arnis's apartment. The trash can had another receipt from a Ryder's Sandwich Bar. Something told me I should go to Ryder's Sandwich Bar. Walking down the streets, it wasn't too far away. Classic diner, just like any other in the city, but this one seems somewhat more sinister. Convinced the local manager that I was a health inspector. For 30 crows, I was able to have my walk of the place. I went to the office. After checking a few drawers, I found the computer code in one of them on a sticky note. Accessing the computer, I decided to check the surveillance systems. Surely this would lead me to figure out who was here with the victim the night of the murder. Once I hacked under the cameras, I rolled back the footage and realized Noah was in fact sitting in the bar the night of the killing. But something was different. There was somebody else with Noah. A woman that I had no idea of her own identity. So I decided to go out into the restaurant itself and see if there was any clues at the table they were sitting at together. Surely enough, a crumpled piece of paper lay on the table, and a note to Noah from one Harley McKenzie. After checking the city directory, I found Harley McKenzie's address, and I decided it was time to investigate what may be my primary suspect.